What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the second episode of this FIFA 21 career mode with Bristol Rovers. Thank you to everyone who made a comment on last episode. I've read through them all and I think I've got a good game plan as to how I want to progress things with this Bristol Rovers team. We've made one signing, we've pulled in an insane scout. Let's get into the game and I can show you what has happened since last episode. So then, guys, here we are back in game with Bristol Rovers, and as you can see, if we take a look at the standings, we are currently in mid-table. We are in 11th. 6 games played, 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses, a positive goal difference of +2, scored 10 goals, which is not too shabby actually, up there with some of the best teams in the league, only bettered by Fleetwood Town actually, a team that we have recently just played, and I think in actuality, things are going relatively well so far. We have made one signing, and given the fact that I am a Football Manager guy, we have signed 𝘼𝙗𝙤. He is a free compensation signing at the start of Football Manager, and we had to go and pick him up because I think his development potential is absolutely insane. He is still young at the moment, but we are looking forward to making him a very good player and a mainstay of our defense alongside the Bristolian dream himself, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪, who obviously came through the youth academy, was still in the under-18s whilst I worked at Bristol Rovers, which is interesting to know. Now, one of the comments in last episode said about me using the money that I have to sign a youth scout, which I have done. We have signed James Taylor. He is a 4-star scout, so 4 stars for experience and 4 stars for player judgment, and we have sent him out to look for any players in any position doing any sort of role throughout England. He is currently in the process of setting up that scout network, so fingers crossed next time you guys are back for another episode of this, we have a report to show you, and fingers crossed we can start flushing through this team with some fantastic youth prospects. If we go into the calendar, I can show you guys how we've got on in the first month. We started off the season very, very well. Let me just check. Yes, you can see all these. My head is not in the way. So we started off the season pretty well. A nice 4-1 victory against Oxford United. We then beat Doncaster Rovers 2-1. And then it's been relatively mixed after that. We lost in the Carabao Cup to Accrington Stanley 5-4. That was a ridiculous game. We drew 0-0 against Blackpool. We drew 2-2 with Peterborough, who obviously do get promoted in real life. But unfortunately, we followed that up with a loss to Crewe, and then a loss again to Fleetwood Town. So that is where things are. We managed to beat Walsall here in the cup. We beat them 2-0. But now today we find ourselves at home against AFC Wimbledon, who, fingers crossed, we should be able to beat at home. In terms of the current standings, where are AFC Wimbledon? I think I saw them above us. Oh, good. They're top of the league. So played 6-1-6. Only scored 7 goals, though, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. As I said, we've pulled in the youth scout. We've sold a couple of players as well. Transfer history, is that where it is? So my club. So this is what we've done. We've sold Daly to Dundalk for almost $1 million, 920k. We've used that money to reinvest into our scouting setup. We sold Alex Rodman over to Sion for 300k, and obviously we paid $1 million to bring in 𝘼𝙗𝙗𝙪 to be the mainstay, the anchor of this central defense. He is young, and I'm hoping he can grow into a very, very nice player on this career mode. So things haven't really changed in terms of the team. This is still how the team is set up. So 𝘼𝙗𝙗𝙪 just comes in at centre-back to play alongside 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪. No other changes so far. I will say Hanlon is our top goal scorer. He's got 4. He is tied with the top goal scorers in the league with that 4. And Zane Westbrook there also has 3. The cover star, the thumbnail star of this series so far. So we go into today's game. We are taking on AFC Wimbledon. They are top of the league. And let me fix the auto. It's just auto replace. I don't even know what the issue is. So this is the team. we have Day in goal. Oh, okay. The goalkeeper must have been on international duty. Oh, Trevor Kettle. Oh, guys, if you have ever been to a Football League game, you know how bad Trevor Kettle is as a referee. That's all I'm going to say. We are at the Memorial Stadium. We are playing the 4-2-3-1 narrow. And fingers crossed we can get a result here. Obviously, we are going to simulate the match, but there is a feature that I would quite like to show you guys, the jump in feature. If you are new to FIFA career mode, I believe it's a new one this year, along with this simulated match. So as you can see, Bristol Rovers here taking on AFC Wimbledon in League One action. And this is how the game starts off. I showed you this last time, guys, but on the pause menu, you can either jump into the game and go and play the game yourself. I'm not going to be doing that. Ideally, this save, I just kind of want the management aspect of it. I don't enjoy playing FIFA. I used to be an avid FIFA player, but I really do not enjoy the FIFA gameplay anymore. Obviously, we are the blue counters on the screen. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 got an opportunity here into 𝘼𝙗𝙗𝙪. Ooh, forces a good save from the Wimbledon goalkeeper early doors. As I said, not really a big gameplay guy in FIFA, but it's a nice feature that you can have if you want to try and run through games quicker, but kind of see how they play out, seeing it from this aerial view, the counters view, as I'm saying it, sort of reminds me of old school Football Manager vibes, seeing the 2D counters. That's a goal, is it? Yes, that is. Okay, so that, as you can see, as the goal's gone in, we have the option to jump into the game and take control of the players ourselves. Unfortunately, we won't be doing that. We will just be seeing how the game plays out, and fingers crossed we can actually get a result here. And it's going to be difficult, I think, because looking at them, if they've won all their games and only scored 7 goals, then they quite clearly don't concede. 𝘼𝙗𝙗𝙪, back to 𝘼𝙗𝙗𝙪, cross comes over, gets blocked, out for a corner maybe? Nope, goal kick. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Fingers crossed we can get something out of this. As I said, we've been playing pretty well. Mixed bag, although we have lost our last couple league games, relatively disappointingly as well. Good save from the goalkeeper there. Wimbledon actually playing it around us, something chronic here. Into the hard penalty area again. Goalkeeper holds this one as well. Moving things forward. Long ball up the top. Into 𝘼𝙗𝙗𝙪. Can he do something with it? He's not really a winger. He's a creative player, but he's not really a winger. I'm kind of trying to use him as like an inside forward here. Picks up the ball into 𝘼𝙗𝙗𝙪. Oh, no good. No good. As I said, this is something that I think FIFA do really well versus Football Manager. It's the graphical element, even the 2D element. It just looks crisp. You can kind of see everything going on. We won't be jumping into anything thus far, or at all, I don't think. I will kind of maybe jump in towards the end of the game just so you guys can see what happens, see what it looks like. And then maybe we can see if we can snatch a goal. This is on world-class difficulty. If I find that it is too easy from like a management perspective, I will definitely up that to a legendary. 𝘼𝙗𝙗𝙪's opportunity here. Oh, tries to play a Nicholson. It doesn't quite work. I think maybe McCormick is not the player that we need in that central attacking midfield role. Maybe we move 𝘼𝙗𝙗𝙪 into there. If we've got any Bristol Rovers fans in the comment section, please do let me know what you would do with this team. I'm very intrigued to see. Obviously, we have the transfer window done and dusted. We will resume this second half. We have the transfer window done and dusted. For now, obviously, that doesn't stop us looking for players for January. And fingers crossed our young scout can bring us some actual interesting youngsters. I'm very intrigued by their right back. He's playing quite narrow. 𝘼𝙗𝙗𝙪 getting a little bit of opportunities down that side. But unfortunately, this isn't quite like FM in the fact that you can't just shout at your team. As you can see, though, we're doing pretty well. 55% of the ball. 4 shots, 3 chances. I still think we're doing quite well, despite being a goal down here. Fingers crossed we can kind of get something out of this game. Against top of the league, I'd kind of be happy with a draw. But we are at home. We are a good side. I'd like to think that we could get all 3 points here. Actually, why is Grant past it? Oh, unreal scenes. If we flick back over to the ratings, guys, you can see Williams having a bit of a stinker for us, as is Nicholson. So that right-hand side not really covering us in glory. We go back to the stats, though, because I kind of want to see how the stats are playing out. Their goal scorer, 𝘼𝙗𝙗𝙪, is on an 8.1, currently at the man of the match in terms of ratings. You probably won't be able to see that because that is behind my head. Their goalkeeper also playing on an 8, so you can already see that he's made some great saves already. What we're going to do, guys, is after this highlight, we're going to hit the pause and we are going to look at changing things on that right hand side. So that is it. So we go into the team management and we make some changes. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 not having a good game. But unfortunately, all we've got on the bench is like defenders or central midfielders. Let's make this change. I don't think it's going to work very nicely. But I just want someone fresher on that side. Same with Williams, actually. If we take Williams off, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 has played right back. I don't know if he still can play right back. And then we will bring on Harry's, I think, at centre back. So we've kind of freshened things up for these final 15 minutes. Fingers crossed it can make a difference. Into the ratings, Williams again, as I said, pretty poor, and we have conceded a second goal. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 there getting in, both strikers on the goal scoring sheet for Wimbledon, and it is disappointing. As I said, they are top of the table, but at home I would have liked to have thought that we would have been able to do a little bit better. We've had so much of the ball at 61%, just haven't been able to break them down and get the job done in front of goal, which is rather disappointing. 5 shots, 3 chances versus their 4 shots and 3 chances. And we find ourselves 2 goals down. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 again not able to get on the end of that. Maybe the 4-2-3-1 is not a formation at this level. I'm seeing 𝘼𝙗𝙪 getting crowded out an awful lot here. And unfortunately, he gets crowded out again. We go into the final stages. I'm going to jump in just so you guys can see what happens. When you press that button, you jump into the game. And then you have the option to take control of the game. As you can see, we are struggling in this game. I just jumped in towards the end and we have been able to clear that one. If you guys would like to see me actually play a game of FIFA, do let me know down in the comments section. I'm very intrigued to see what you guys want out of this series, whether it would be me playing FIFA or whether it would just be you watching. But as I said, this is something that FIFA definitely has the massive advantage over. As you can see, we're playing Wimbledon, who are actually sponsored by Football Manager. They definitely have the advantage in the graphical elements, but it is very, very different. We go into the post-match interview, and this is what we will be seeing here. And we wait for things to load.
We're in for just a few questions.
So then, guys, this is the post-match interview. That is my manager. I've tried my best to sort of make him look how I look, but there's only so much time you can put into something like that. Did you rush 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 back to action? Don't judge him too quickly. As you can see, there's a morale counter in the top left of the screen. Don't judge him too quickly. As you can see, that answer has given 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 a little bit of nice morale there. It's natural first game back after an injury for a player to be a bit nervous. And what's wrong with Barrett here? I think everyone knows Barrett has been struggling for form recently. People are interested in how you've handled him. Why did I leave him out? Every player has to earn his place. The team has to come first. I think is the best result. That's helped everybody there. The lad knows it's nothing personal. As manager, I always have to... Oh, okay, never mind. It is gone. Very tough game for you. Very disappointing result. You don't look happy at all. What do you think went wrong today? We needed a goal when it mattered. I think that's quite true. That you can't win it every week. We have to make sure we keep our heads. I think that's the right answer for me. You want to keep the squad morale relatively high, especially when you're not playing the games yourself. And I think that will be the end of the press conference. And it is. So, guys, we have lost another game. That's the 3rd one on the spin, which sees us down in 16th, which is tentatively close to that relegation zone, which we all really, really do want to avoid. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to get my head down and play a considerable chunk of the season and maybe bring you guys back sort of towards January, maybe towards the end of November, December time, and we can see how we are getting on in this save. Fingers crossed we can get some results and move Bristol Rovers up to the top of League One. But that is where I'm going to leave things for today, guys. If you have enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like on things down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here for daily football themed content. We're going to be talking about the Euros soon. We're going to be doing different content on the channel, so make sure you do hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so notifications are on, so you're told every time we do upload a video. But until next time, guys, take care, and I'll see you on Sunday next week for another episode of this FIFA 21 career mode with Bristol Rovers.